Hello. Why does it say I've been on for 10 seconds? I just hit go live. Weird. At least I wasn't talking to myself this time. That normally happens. Um, I kind of hope there will be people here, but I also hope there will not be people here. Hi, I'm JC from the Do Good Letters, a place where we normally talk about our nerdy thoughts, but today we talk about awkwardness. So I'm the main topic. Um, I don't even know where to start. I just wanted to join YouTube and for it to be fun and like talk to people and like talk about, I don't know, handmade sales and everything else that I always say and just repeat myself all the time. Lord Jesus. Lord Jesus, there's a fire and I got to put it out. Or pour gasoline on it. I don't know which one I'll do. I don't know what to do with my hands. But right now, my hands are telling me nothing because that would be weird if my hands were talking to me. Okay. I get real nervous and rambly. So, hi, Angel Cake. How are you? Um, I just don't think it's fair for people to go online and be super passive aggressive about things and just not say what they're saying. Well, what the heck am I saying? I don't really know. Hi, Reagan. Thank you for being here. I need people. If you're going to go around and talk about other people, accuse them of crimes, what I would consider a crime. I don't know if online stalking and doxing people and doxing their family and stuff like that is a crime. It would seem like it would be to me. So I don't know. Um, I don't want to get sued. But I don't think it's fair to continuously do things like that behind the scenes, cry to people, message people, which no, I'm not showing messages. Hey, Nikki, you're okay. Um, this is more heavily related to one person. And yes, I prefer Smokey the Bear, as hopefully my title came out okay because at least they put out fires and not start them. But I don't want to embarrass anyone publicly. I probably won't say this person's name directly, but if you're involved with anybody that I interact with on Twitter or otherwise, you probably know what I'm saying. And oh my God, I freaking hate when people are like, I don't want to say the person. How many times have I made silly videos doing such, right? Like, why do I set myself up for that? Because then I become the person that I'm making fun of. And that's okay. I'm pretty funny, so it's okay to make fun of myself. I feel like I'm being antagonized, provoked for quite a few months now. Um, Normally, if I have an issue or a situation with someone, just kind of talk to them privately, let it be, keep it going. But I don't know what the right decision or steps are when you still see this person actively not being truthful and acting like the judge and jury, just saying things of, "We should do this, we shouldn't do this, don't do that." Like, just the, outright audacity and hypocrisy when you know that people know things that you've said and done privately. Do I have proof, as someone asks, multiple people ask? Well, you can't say that unless you have proof. I don't have proof because I don't fucking screenshot my conversations with people. I don't record conversations. I'm just not comfortable with that. So, if you're here looking for proof, I don't have it for you. I have it in my brain. I have it from my experience. And I have it from conversations that I've shared with others who have hesitantly we've talked to each other because the majority of people I've spoken with are also not the type of people to go around and be like, "Hey, don't like this person, look out for this person," like, if it's nothing seemingly serious. But there was one thing that was told to me over and over again of feeling unsafe around someone, um, that I kind of pieced together may or may not be true and realized I had never been shown proof of that, but just was going off of someone's word, which sometimes, just me, is enough for me if I think the character of a person warrants just going off of their story and their experience. But then things started to not add up. And I think I'm doing the stream to vent a little bit and to also just, if anyone else is doubting themselves in the same experience, hopefully share that it's probably not you, it's them. And you're not the only one. And it's not cool and it's not fair. And if you have recently cut ties with this person or even try to say, hey, I need a little bit of space, just be forewarned that space will not be given. And hey, I know it's difficult sometimes when you care for someone and they're upset with you and you want to speak to them and you're like, hey, are you still mad at me? But the more you put pressure on someone, the more smothered they're going to feel. And the more they're going to be like Ross and be like, nope, breakup's still on, you know? Um, I really, really, well, for one, have never hid that I communicate with people and follow whatever. Like, hey, I'm a mod for EKC, right? So I'm not trying to act better and like I'm not some petty catty bitch and be sarcastic online. Not trying to hide that, nor do I think I ever have. And if that's how I'm coming across right now, please know that is not my intent. Um, I can be an asshole. In fact, I'm I feel like that's a good trait to have when you use it for good. And my opinion, which I'm allowed to share because I'm a grown fucking adult, is that don't know T-Spiracy, don't know anything that's going on with her other than I think that she may be being harassed and has been for quite a while online. Um, she and anybody else are allowed to say whatever the hell they want to about anything. Are there consequences to things? Sure. I'm not saying she needs a consequence in this situation, but yeah, people are allowed to say and have an opinion on something that you've done or said, and that's completely okay. As some hairy people have said, you should be allowed to disagree with someone, even your friend, and be like, "Hey, that's not cool. Hey, maybe that's not a really good look on you." And most mature people do that privately and have done that privately, continuously, and haven't embarrassed you or anybody else. and I'm not trying to, and I hope it doesn't, but at the same time, holy crap, you're going after people and doing and saying things that are so hypocritical, and anybody that's a victim is allowed to do and say whatever they want. If they get out of line, law enforcement or something else will take care of it. You don't have to be the YouTube police. I didn't see your badge anyway. Don't get confused on me or others being a respectful person for thinking that I or anybody else will be disrespected. I think you and others have taken people for granted that we want to be kind. And I still think this is kind because I'm not saying your name. And I'm sure you'll get on other panels and say, woe is me. I'm fucking sure of it. And I can't believe I'm being a dork and getting just slightly emotional on YouTube because I did consider some people friends. Totally goofed up on judging people, but such is life, right? It's not okay to have people come to you and say, "Hey, this hurt me." And for you to be like, "Hey, I hear you, but, like, I don't wanna lose followers, and, like, if I say anything about Walmart grade Gandalf, then people are gonna stop following me, and he's gonna send his mob after me." Who the fuck cares about YouTube? For real. Don't be so scared. There are real things to be scared of. I mean, I, for one, have been told that I prefer candy bars over cucumbers, and that was a pretty scary situation because I try to eat my vegetables. But beyond that, people not liking you is not something to be afraid of. And it's definitely not something to go around and accuse people of things. Again, we're switching back to the crimes here. It's not totally freaking cool at all to accuse people of things because you're mad at someone and don't want others to like them and don't want others to talk to them. And hey, if any of you that I've asked to collaborate with were warned about me by this person, or just, yeah, hey, he was my friend first, just know it was for followers. And I give a fuck about followers. My kids follow me a little too much, and that's all the followers I need. My dog does too. She's fucking annoying, but I'll keep her. If we're going to be YouTube police, YouTube should be a thing you get on to do creatively. And if it works for you, it works for you. There is nothing wrong with collaborating with other people for the hopes that your channel will grow. There is something wrong with trying to grow your channel while collaborating with other people and being seedy, shady, hurtful, and a fucking liar McLiar face. And then getting online and acting like the people who are upset with you are upset because something about a fence, I don't know. I don't get online and talk about everyone's feud, but I also don't go around and try to do this weird PR thing. It's just so fucking weird to me. And then we're now telling people who feel like their life, their family, their children are now at risk, and we're gonna play moral McMoral face. You see, I'm super creative here because I keep calling everything a Mick. Just know what happened to me the other day gets too scary. I am not going to I'm gonna rein it in for a minute. I don't see anything wrong with T-Spiracy protecting herself and standing up for herself. If she does something wrong, life has a way of taking care of that. I don't we don't need to shame her into feeling like she shouldn't speak up for herself or her children. I may be all laughs and jokes, but you come after my kids. And the passive aggressive stuff online constantly. We shouldn't do this. We shouldn't do that. And using people and getting other people on panel, thinking they're on panel for one thing, talking about YouTube subjects. And really, unbeknownst to us, we're kind of being used for someone or someone else's agenda. Yeah, I see you too, passive aggressive tweets. Is it okay to put people's abuse online for content? It sure isn't. That's why people are speaking out against it. If you're gonna have the balls to say it, put your balls on the table and say it. So, in closing, I'm pissed off. I'm tired of the stupid back and forth, and I'm tired of myself not saying anything because I don't want to hurt people's feelings. And I still don't. But I don't want to hurt my own feelings and I don't want to disrespect myself. And I just can't. Oh, if I don't say something now, the really stupid, petty me is going to come out even more. And I'm just going to get myself in dumb trouble, like being too much of a bitch online. Like, so I just need to get it out now. And don't think I'm not hypocritical also, because this whole time I haven't wanted to say anything on my YouTube channel because I'm trying to do some history and TV and literature and symbolism stuff. So I'm afraid if someone comes around and sees the shit on my channel that like does genealogy or whatever, is going to listen to this shit and be like, oh, I don't want to participate in someone so immature. And I get it. I don't think I'm being immature at this point, but I really did not. This is not the space and the place. However, it kind of is at this moment because someone needs fire retardant. So if you or someone you know has been affected by Smokey the Bear or any other collaborator who has claimed that they are not afraid of what Walmart Gandalf will do to their channel, and you feel a little gaslit because they're going online and saying that that's not the truth. And I'm not talking about just one person here. Know that what you're seeing is really what you're seeing, and what you think is really what you think. And there's not some bombshell information that's going to be dropped here. This is just for sanity purposes. I had to do it for myself and reach out to people that I was a little afraid to reach out to because I didn't want to seem like I was being a gossipy cunt. And they, when we started sharing stories, were saying similar things like, oh my gosh, I had this experience with this person, saw you collaborating with them, did not, want to be that person, was hoping you would figure out for yourself. Like, there are a lot of respectful people here on the YouTube streets, and I miss my Kanga right now. But there are people who won't share all of your information even after you've been friends, but provoke a bitch, and I will call you out on your shit. And I'm just not being super direct and naming people, although I will. Not, and this isn't a threat. I'm just saying I'm not afraid not to. It's again my level of respect. I'm sure all the people that are hearing this who know what is going on will know who I'm talking about. I kid you not. I did a freaking video one time to crack myself up because I got so tired of seeing um, creators sit there and be like, I'm not going to name who it is, but you're going to know who I know. I just may even post that right now because just go ahead and be like, hey, bitch, I'm a hypocrite too. I own my shit. I am cracking myself up right now because I'm saying the stuff that I made parodies about just to, I did it for myself. And I think I'm hilarious, which may be, um, another mental diagnosis that I haven't received yet, but it was cathartic for me. It made myself crack up. But yeah, I'm totally eating my words right now. I want to continue to have fun on YouTube. Be fun, be silly, be informative, be an actual advocate, which I can't claim myself to be, but I do put information out there and I do try to educate myself on different things. And that's not a slight to anybody else, but hey, you use someone's nonprofit name as a hashtag, and I don't know. Is that an advocate? I don't know. Am I being a little petty bitch right now? Sure the fuck am. But I would so love to continue hanging out, streaming with people about TV shows, books, art, literature, symbolism, whatever. I just had to fucking say this for a minute because it's just ridiculous. And my balls get a lot bigger when I see other people being mistreated. And I'll be damned if anybody is going to tell me how or when I can stand up for myself or my children. I wish a mother would, because I am a mother and I will fuck you. it's, it's not it's not how I yeah. Anyway, um you're welcome and I'm sorry. And you guys keep doing what you're doing. Except for you. You know who you are. Bye people. Thanks for tolerating me.